Yashodanandana Vrajajana Ranjana Yamuna Tiravanachari Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Vrajajana Ranjana Yamuna Tiravanachari Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Jaya Radha Govinda Radhe जय जगन्नाथ जय बलदेवा जय सुभद्रमा जय सुदर्शना जय गौरनिताय जय गौरनिताय जय गौरनिताय जय गौरनिताय जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद निताय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल निताय गौर हरि बोल Tagore Premanande, Dev Mishnupad Paramans Parivrajakacarya Shudrashada Srimad His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Dev Mishnupad Paramans Parivrajakacarya Shudrashada Srimad Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj Ki अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की नामाचार्य श्रील हरदास ठाकुर की प्रेम से को श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की जय श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोपिनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की हरिनाम संकीर्तन यज्ञ की संवेद गौर भक्त वृंद की निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे ओ गौरीश्वर समदेवटे सौ गौरीश्वर समदेवटे सौ गौरीश्वर समदेवटे सौ गौरीश्वर श्री गुरु अनगोरंगा जगत गुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवतेरुत्तमा श्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नंदनाय च नंदगोपकुमाराय गोविंदाय नमो नमः। Reading from Srimad Bhagwatam, Canto 10, Chapter 23, Text 39 and 40. The 39th shloka has got no purport, so I'll read and then 40th shloka we will. Drishtva strinam bhagavati krishne bhaktim alokikam atmanam cha tayahinam anutapta vyagarahayan. Taking translation, taking note of their wives, pure transcendental devotion for Lord Krishna, the supreme personality of Godhead, and seeing their own lack of devotion, the Brahmanas felt most sorrowful and began to condemn themselves. Text 40. Text 40. Digjanma Digjanmanastrivrid yat Digbratam Digbahugyatam Dikkulam Dikkriya Dakshyam Vimukayetva Adokshaje Digjanmanastrivrid yat Digvritam Digbahugyatam Dikkulam Dikkriya Dakshyam विमुखाये त्व अदोक्षजे दिग्जन्मनस्त्रिवृद्यत् दिग्भृतां दिग्बहुज्ञतां दिक्कुलं दिक्क्रिया दक्ष्यां विमुखाये त्व अदोक्षजे दिग्जन्मनस्त्रिवृद्यत् दिग्भृतं दिग्बहुज्ञतां दिक्कुलं दिक्क्रिया दक्ष्यां विमुखाये त्व अदोक्षजे धन्मना विस्तृत्यत्र यताम् अदोक्षजे यद्दत् यक्षम् न स्त्रीवृद्यत् दिग्वृतां दिग्भोग्यताम् यादाक्षम् अदोक्षजे विद्यत् गरुह्यताम् दाक्षम् क्षजे word to word meaning dik to hell janma with the birth na our trivrid threefold the first from the physical parents the second at the time of brahminical initiation and the third at the time of initiation into the performance of Vedic sacrifice. Yat tat, whatever, dik, to hell, vratam, with our vow of celibacy, dik, to hell, bahu gyatam, with our extensive knowledge, dik, to hell, kulam, with our aristocratic lineage, dik, to hell, kriya dakshyam, with our expertise in ritualistic activities, vimuka, inimical, ye, u, tu, however, adokshaje, to the transcendental personality of Godhead. So translation purport by Srila Prabhupada, Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki. The Brahmanas said, to hell with our threefold birth, our vow of celibacy and our extensive learning. To hell with our aristocratic background and our expertise in the rituals of sacrifice. These are all condemned because we were inimical to the transcendental personality of Godhead. As explained in the definitions above, the words Trivrit Janma or threefold birth refer to 1. Physical birth, Brahminical initiation 2, and 3. Initiation into the performance of Vedic sacrifice. Everything is useless if one is ignorant of the absolute truth, the Supreme Lord Krishna. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakayam Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurum Vaishnavamishra Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Saganaraganatanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijanasahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Saganaralita Shri Vishakhanvita Mishra He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriya Vancha kalpatarobhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishnaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Namane Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyamadi Pashvante Deshatarine. So I would like to thank all of you for coming to the class, and I like to seek your blessings so that I can share this transcendental knowledge as explained by Srila Prabhupada in front of you. And today is a very interesting verse, and this chapter is also very interesting, that how the Brahmana's wife achieved pure devotion to Krishna, though they were not that much educated and they were not that much highly expert in Shastras, but still they achieved the love of, transcendental love of Krishna. So, in this pastime, when the Brahmanas realized that their wives are more advanced than them, more advanced in love to Krishna, then they repented a lot. Their Brahmana's wife were more superior compared to the Brahmanas themselves. So that's why Brahmanas are repenting. They were repenting that we have so expertise. We are expert in knowledge. We are expert in Shastras, and we have got a very high birth. So as this Shastra says, this shlok says that Dig Janma means very high birth. The Brahmana is known as the topmost of Varnashram system. Brahmana is known as the head of the society. And he is the topmost Varnashram system, so he is considered to be the highest birth. But Brahmanas, what they are telling? To hell with this birth. And to hell with this birth. Because they didn't have any love for Krishna. So, higher birth is nice. It is a very nice facility. But facility doesn't guarantee that you will achieve pure devotion to Krishna. Like there are many devotees of the Lord who are not in high birth, who are of very low birth, but still they achieved Krishna, love of Krishna. So Brahmanas are saying that to hell with this birth. And next, in this slok it is written that Digvritam. Digvritam means with vow of our celibacy. Vow of our celibacy. Celibacy means, though the Brahmanas are expert in taking very strong vows, though their birth is very high, but if it doesn't take us towards Krishna, if it doesn't develop any kind of love towards Krishna, then it is of no use. Actually, the Brahmanas are very strong. Even in our case, like in devotees, family also. In devotees' family also, if a son is born and if he is not doing devotion, then he cannot claim that I am from a Vaishnava family. Say like devotees may be there and their father, mother may be very good devotees, but their son may not be a devotee at all. Like this happened. Like everyone is a son of Lord Brahma. So Brahma is a pure devotee of Krishna. But still, we cannot say that all the sons and everyone is a devotee of Krishna. So in this way, it is like Dig, Vritam, and vows also. Like we take many vows and we take many strong type of austerities. The Brahmanas are expert in performing austerities. They perform very strong austerities, but after performing these austerities, are they developing love towards Krishna? So austerity in themselves doesn't attract Krishna. Like you perform fasting. In Nirjala Ekadasi we fast. In Ekadasi we fast alone. But after fasting, if we are not developed, if our devotion is not increasing, then that fasting is of no use. Because what it creates, that fasting, what it creates, fasting creates a sense of pride in us. Even in Ekadasi also, there are some devotees who perform very elaborate fasting, like they don't take water and everything, and they perform very strict. But if they see other devotees, like they are eating a lot during Ekadasi also, and they are feeling very proud, then that person who is performing the fasting is also feasting. He is feasting on what? He is feasting on his ego. What ego? That I am a very austere person. So, if any kind of fasting, if it is done without love for Krishna, then it develops our ego and it creates a sense of pride in us, and it increases our Ishwar Bhav. Ishwar Bhav. So such people, like those who perform severe austerities, they are not able to control their anger and they are not able to control their lower nature. So even we can see, like there are many saints and they perform very severe austerities. They perform very severe austerities, but when some situation occurs, they get too much angry. And because of that anger, their austerities have gone waste. Like Durvasa Muni. Durvasa Muni he performed great austerities. But in front of Ambarish Maharaj, what happened? He lost his sense control, his anger. And due to that, what happened? He faced the consequences. There's like that. So it is why the Brahmanas are telling, like Dig Vritam. Dig Vritam, matlab, this, what is the use of such austerities? And Dig Bahu Gyatam. Dig Bahu Gyatam, matlab, means lot of knowledge. And it is said that extensive knowledge. The person may have very extensive knowledge, very expert in Shastras, very expert in other things. But he doesn't feel like doing devotional service. He doesn't feel like doing devotional service. He doesn't feel like serving Krishna or serving his devotees. And because of that, his knowledge is of no use. Like some people come to bhakti for mental speculation. Mental speculation means they like the knowledge in bhakti. More than bhakti, what they like the most? The knowledge which is there in the bhakti. They study lot of scriptures, they study lot of, they memorize lot of shlokas, and they study scriptures of various acharyas, and they know everything. They say this shlok is from here, this shlok is from this thing, from this acharya said that, that acharya said that, and then you tell them to chant, and in chanting they will sleep. Means it happens like that. So knowledge should bring us, create in us humility. If knowledge develops some kind of ego within us, then I know this meeting. That's why in us, in Brahmacharya ashram, especially for educated people, even our acharyas, educated people, initially they have given very menial services. So when Narottam Das Goswami Maharaj and when Srinivasa Acharya and when Shyamanand Prabhu went to take training under Jeev Goswami, so first they are all very educated people, expert in Vyakaran, expert in grammars and Sanskrit. So what service they were given? They are given the service to clean the Seva Kunj. The Seva Kunj means clean the Vrindavan, and like that menial services they were given. Why? Because this knowledge will create such a pride. One of our senior devotee told, those who are graduated from IIT, they must not do Bhakti Shastri for first 9 years. Even I am from IIT. So they must not do Bhakti Shastri, Bhakti Vaibhav. For first 9 years, they must be given the service of toilet cleaning. All their pride, everything will go down. And then in 10th year, because they are very expert in learning, in 1 year they will learn everything. Bhakti Shastri, Bhakti Vaibhav, everything they will become expert. So our acharyas are given training like that only. Ki first what they do, especially for educated people, those who have extensive knowledge, what they do, they give such training so that their ego, everything comes down. This happens in spiritual life. Like every spiritual master, it is like that to his disciple. And so that his ego comes down. And that's why it's known as Digbhujatam. This Brahmanas are realizing, ki one, ki too much knowledge, and that is also an endurance. And what is the use of such knowledge if we don't have spiritual, if we don't have love towards Krishna? Then Dikkulam. Dikkulam means, it is written, with our aristocratic lineage. Aristocratic lineage means from a very highly learned parampara, which high learned parampara from a very high family. Because Brahmanas are from very high lineage. And because of such high lineage, that also creates a sense of what? Pride. Like if he is a king's son, if he is a prime minister's son, yeah, we can say that I am a disciple of such great Maharaj. So like that, that pride, that pride creates, that pride doesn't attract Krishna. That pride that I am from such a lineage, I am from such a aristocratic family, it doesn't attract Krishna. Like Lord Ramachandra was there. Lord Ramachandra was not attracted to very highly educated people. He was not attracted to very highly strong people. Was not very attracted to very highly beautiful people. Lord Ramachandra had who as his associates? Monkeys. Monkeys are the most least category. But he had them as his associates. He won the war against Ravana simply with the help of monkeys. Simply with the help of monkeys. Lord Ramachandra, though he was from a very kingly family, though he is the God, Supreme Personality of Godhead, but still he got attracted to the monkeys. Because monkeys had Hanuman, they had pure devotion to Lord Ram. Pure devotion to Lord Ram. So that's why Dakkulam, the being born in a very high family also doesn't guarantee that we'll be performing such high devotion. And then Kriya Daksha means Kriya Daksha means expert in doing things. One may be expert in cooking, one may be expert in, these Brahmanas were expert in performing rituals. Like Brahmanas, rituals are not ordinary things. It's not very easy. Like yajna is there. Yajna kund you have to make with cow dung and you have to perform mantra and very expert things you have to do. So Daksha means expert. So they were expert in everything. But in spite of being such expertise, still they were not attracted to Lord Krishna. They rejected Krishna. When Krishna came to ask food from them, then they rejected Krishna. So this Kriya Daksha means they are repentant that this, though I am expert in these things, still it is of no use. So all these qualifications, like Janma, then ability to perform severe vows, then ability to perform severe austerities, then performing rituals, these things are all of no use if it doesn't arise any kind of devotion to Krishna. Devotion to Krishna. The Shastra, that's why it is Shastra it is said. What in Shastra it is said? Na utpayade ratim shamayevahi kevalam. Matlab, whatever you do, if it doesn't arise any kind of attachment to Krishna, then the time you spent in doing those things is a waste of time. It's a waste of time. The Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Thakur tells that, he tells the example of that boat is there, some marriage party. At night they were riding a boat. They climbed towards the boat and the boat driver, he was pulling that boat rod. At night fully the boat was driving. And morning they saw the boat was at the same place. And what happened? He didn't remove the anchor. So they were at the same place. Similarly also, if we are having attachment and at the same time we are doing devotional service, then we cannot progress fast. We cannot progress fast. That is why Prahlad Maharaj, he prays, he says that although Brahmins have all the qualifications, all the 12 qualifications, though they have all the 12 qualifications and they have Sama, Dhamma, Tapas, Socham, Arjavam, Agyam, means religiosity, sense control, austerity. The Brahmanas have Shanti, means peace. They have tolerance, everything they have. But if they don't have any devotion to Krishna, then it is of no use. Better than him, Prahlad Maharaj says, is a dog eater. Dog eater, Swapach. Dog eater is one who was born in a dog eater family. If he is a devotee, then what happens? Then he can deliver the entire world. Not only himself, he can deliver the entire world. But a Brahmana, if he has 12 qualities, but if he doesn't have any devotion to Krishna, he cannot even save himself. He cannot even save himself. So that's why Prahlad Maharaj also says that qualifications for devotional services, love towards Krishna. That is the qualification to devotional service. Generally, what devotees do, devotees, what is a devotee's qualification? It is said that in Bhagavad Gita, mat chitta mat gata prana bodhayanta parasparam. So, katayantascha mam nitya tushyanti cha ramanti cha. So, devotees, what they do paraspar, discuss with each other. What they discuss with each other? The pastimes of the Lord. And katayantascha mam nitya tushyanti cha ramanti cha. In that they will be satisfied, and in that ramanti mandam, they will feel very blissful and they will feel very nice discussing the pastimes. So such devotees, what they do? Generally, what devotees do? What is a devotee's qualification? What devotees they do? It is said in next slok that tesam satadayuktanam bhajatam priti purvakam dadami buddhi yogam tam ye namam upentite. What devotees generally do? They engage in devotional service, pure devotional service, priti purvakam, with loving devotional service. With loving devotional service, they engage in the worship of Krishna. So Srila Prabhupada says that devotion should be, any activity should be with love and devotion. If you perform any activity with love and devotion, that Krishna accepts. But if you perform any activity with some ego, like in Bhagavad Gita says, any action performed with a sense of ego and sense of pride, that is an action in mode of passion. Mode of passion. So if you perform, if due to our qualification, if you feel very pride and if you do something for achieving something, then it creates a sense of passion. So that is not pure devotion. Pure devotion is what? Tesam satyuktanam bhajatam priti purvakam. Like pure, like with work should be done with love and devotion. Otherwise, Krishna doesn't accept such services. Krishna doesn't accept such service. So bhakti should be avyabhachari. Avyabhachari means what? Avyabhachari means unadulterated. Unadulterated means without any motivation and without any hetu, like ayetuki. Like avyabhachari bhakti should be there. Then what happens? Then we can transcend the gunas. So Brahmanas also is a qualification, is a designation, and Brahmanas, though they have some qualities, but still they are what? They are not qualified unless they don't have devotion to Krishna. Even we devotees also can learn that though we may be expert in many things, though we may have some special abilities, though we have learned many things, but if we had not developed any love to Krishna, our devotion is not increasing towards Krishna, then what happens? It is waste of time. But the next point is, it doesn't mean that all the Brahmanas are waste. It doesn't mean that all the Brahmanas are waste. Brahmanas are very highly powerful people, and those Brahmanas who have become Vaishnavas, they have become very great and strong devotees. Even in our parampara, among the Sad Goswamis, especially Srila Rupa Goswami, Srila Sanatan Goswami, and Srila Ji Goswami, they were from Brahmana families. And they were from highest lineage, Saraswati clan. They were from Karnataka. And they were very highly educated Brahmanas. So Brahmanas have high sense of detachment.